Managing cloud infrastructure shouldn't be complex or time-consuming. Meet ZopDev, a unified platform to deploy, manage, and scale production-ready and compliant infrastructure in minutes, with built-in security, observability, and CI/CD pipeline. Every cluster on ZopDev is SOC 2 and ISO 27001 compliant, preloaded with tools like Prometheus, Cert Manager, and Grafana, so you skip the setup and focus on building. Let's see how it works. Here's a complete walkthrough of how you can set up your production-grade infra under 30 minutes. Let's get started. First, log in to your free ZopDev account. You can easily sign up or log in using Google, GitHub, or your work email. Here, we'll use Google Sign-In for quick access. Now plug in your cloud. Connect your existing AWS, GCP, or Azure accounts seamlessly. We'll demonstrate adding a Google Cloud account by providing a name and pasting the service account credentials. Click Add, and your cloud account is connected and ready. Time to spin up a Kubernetes cluster. Simply click Add Cluster, give it a name, choose your region, and click Create. You can monitor the creation progress in real time via the audit log. See every step ZopDev takes to provision your infrastructure, from enabling APIs to creating the cluster itself. Once complete, the status updates. Manage access easily. Under Permissions, add team members by email and assign specific roles like admin, editor, or viewer to control their access level. The permissions being set are for the underlying cloud account and not the ZopDev dashboard. The Settings section allows you to update cloud credentials if needed, or securely delete the cloud account connection, removing all associated infrastructure managed by ZopDev. Ensure compliance and best practices with Resource Audit. Run checks against your infrastructure for potential issues. ZopDev identifies non-compliant resources and even provides remediation steps. Let's add an application for logical separation of services. Adding applications is flexible with ZopDev. You can get started quickly using pre-built templates or integrate your own custom applications. First, let's look at using a template. Choose from templates like WordPress, Superset. We'll select WordPress, name the application, choose the target cluster, define resource limits, and click Create. Your templated application is now set up. Alternatively, you can deploy your own custom application using our seamless CI/CD integration. Start by creating an empty project. Give your application a name, like Demo, select the target cluster, and click Create. Now, add a service within your application. We'll name this one Backend. For quick deployment, choose the default ZopDev host, which automatically creates a secure URL, and click Create. The service is provisioned. Clicking the generated ingress link shows the initial state before our code is deployed. To deploy your code, access the deployment guidelines. We'll use the GitHub integration. Connect your GitHub organization, authorize ZopDev, and link the specific repository containing your application code. In this case, ZopDemo. ZopDev provides ready-to-use templates. Copy the sample Docker file and the GitHub Actions workflow file tailored for your service. Add these files to your linked Git repository, commit the changes, and push them to trigger the deployment pipeline. Head over to GitHub Actions. You'll see the workflow automatically triggered by your push, building the Docker image and deploying it via ZopDev. Once complete, refresh the service URL and see your backend application running. Back in ZopDev, the service details now reflect the specific image tag deployed from your repository. Let's demonstrate an update. Make a change directly in your application code, commit it with a descriptive message, and push the update to your repository. Again, the push triggers the GitHub Actions workflow. ZopDev detects the new image build and seamlessly handles the rolling update deployment. Refresh the service URL once more, and voila! Your latest code changes are live. The image tag in ZopDev's service details also updates automatically, confirming the successful deployment. Effortless CI/CD, powered by ZopDev. Easily attach over 23 managed or in-cluster data stores. Go to the Data Store section within your application. Click Create Instance. Select your desired data store, like a managed MySQL instance. Give it a name and create. It's automatically provisioned and linked. Ship services in just 3 clicks. Go to Services, click Add Service, name it, choose a host type, like the default ZopDev domain for instant access, and create. Dive deep into service details. Configure port routing, set resource requests and limits for auto-scaling, manage connected data stores, inject environment variables securely as secrets. ZopDev manages secrets separately from the application configuration. Instead of hard-coding secrets, ZopDev injects them into containers at runtime as environment variables, keeping them safe and secure. And easily update the container image tag for deployments. Integrate with your existing CI/CD pipeline. ZopDev provides deployment guidelines and secrets for GitHub, GitLab, or local command line deployments, including sample Docker files and workflow configurations. Manage HELM packages effortlessly. You can view the deployed HELM charts values, including generated URLs and environment variables. Let's check the URL for our deployed WordPress instance. And there's the WordPress setup screen, running on our cluster. Launch unlimited isolated environments with custom namespaces and RBAC. Go to Environments, click Create Environment. Select the cluster, name it. You can optionally mark the environment as production. Select this option if the environment is for production use. This enables data store backups, deletion protection, and other production-grade configurations. Then click Create. Your new isolated environment is now ready. The application summary now shows both your original WordPress setup and the new ENV environment, clearly separating their resources and deployments. You can deploy services specifically to this new environment. Get a complete cost overview on the Cost and Usage dashboard. Navigate to Cost and Usage. To get granular insights, let's install OpenCost with just one click. This helps understand resource usage and associated costs within your cluster. Analyze expenses broken down by cluster, application, and data store, giving you clear visibility into where your cloud spend is going. Add native cron jobs for scheduled tasks. Define the name and schedule using standard cron expressions. ZopDev integrates with Prometheus for alerts on missed runs. Visualize your setup with live architecture maps. Click Graph View for an interactive diagram showing real-time health, cost, and dependency mapping between services, data stores, monitoring components, and ingress. See how services connect to data stores. Here we attach our service Zop to the SQL database instance. Achieve full-stack observability with one click. ZopDev sets up a managed Grafana, Prometheus, Loki, and Tempo stack. You can also connect to third-party tools like Datadog, Splunk, or New Relic. Let's configure our cluster to export logs to Datadog by adding it as a destination and providing the necessary API key and host details. Access aggregated logs from all your services via Loki. Monitor key metrics like CPU, memory, throttling, and network utilization visualized through Grafana Mimir. View and configure alerts based on Prometheus rules. And trace requests across services using Tempo for performance analysis and debugging. Configure alert destinations like Google Chat, Microsoft Teams, or Slack. Add a webhook URL and receive real-time notifications directly in your chat platform when alerts fire, complete with details and links. Stay on top of your infrastructure. Scale your infrastructure effortlessly. Adjust cluster node configurations, like machine type or minimum and maximum node count. Similarly, modify data store settings like machine type, storage size, or toggle backups and deletion protection. Manage organization and permissions. Manage your organization settings, including user permissions. Easily update roles for team members across your ZopDev organization. Set default configurations for new clusters, applications, and data stores per cloud provider to streamline provisioning and maintain consistency. Connect your GitHub or GitLab organizations to enable seamless integration for automated code deployment through CI/CD pipelines. Review your current plan, included features, price breakup, and resource usage against your limits on the billing page.